Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Abhishek Sharma and I am building a SaaS and I am trying to document my journey from scratch. So if you want to see my journey of developing this SaaS, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. So the first thing that I will do today is connect my frontend with backend. For that, I need to configure CORS. CORS stands for Cross Origin Resource Sharing. Basically, it's a security feature that protects my backend from any attacks. So in my backend, I will mention the URL of my frontend so that my backend knows that it needs to accept requests from only this URL. So any random URL cannot send a request to my backend. So it's a security feature. When we are building a full stack application and the frontend and the backend are two separate entities, we have to configure CORS so that they can interact with each other. So I will do that right now and I'll see you after that. So I have configured CORS in my backend. I made some changes in my security config file. Here, as you can see, that I have allowed origin only HTTP localhost 3000. Basically, this is the port where my frontend is running. See here, localhost 3000. So I mentioned that, and I have only allowed methods get, post, put, and delete. Now the backend and frontend of my application are connected, and now I will complete the login and sign up functionality. Basically, frontend is ready for that, and backend is also ready for that. Now I will send my user data from frontend to my backend, and then backend will store that data and send back the JWT token, and then I will store that JWT token in the local storage of my browser. So I will do that right now. I have completed the sign up and login functionality. Now if I click on login and enter the user data, and now if I click on login, see the request went, and in response I got the message and token. So to proceed further, I have to use a state management library called Redux. Redux is basically a state management library. Basically, when a user logs in, I'm getting the token and I'm storing it in my local storage. Now, using that token, I get the user information, and that information needs to be stored into my entire application so that if I refresh, that information is not lost. So that is why we use Redux. So now I will configure Redux into my application, and then inside it, I'll create different methods like setting the local storage, then the logout functionality, and then automatically after a user logs in, I'll hit the API where I get the user information. So all of this will be done with the help of Redux. So I'll do that right now. So I've configured Redux into my application. So now if I log in and enter the credentials, see, we can see that dashboard and login is there. And if I go to this Redux dev tools, I can see that in my state, this is stored. So the first thing I did was install React Redux. And then after that, I had to create a store. This is the store. And here I had to create auth slice. And here we define different functions and their initial states. Then reducers are basically the functions that will perform some actions like set token, logout, load token from storage. First I created a providers function because it has to be a client function. Then in my layout, I wrapped the entire application with the providers. I chose this folder structure, basically app. I've created components, lib folder, services. Inside services, I'll create different functions for different use cases, and all of this contain the API calls. And then in store, basically this is the entire Redux store, and this will be auth slice. Example, if I create a script slice in future, then there will be a script slice folder. It is very important to write maintainable code. In future, if my application grows, it should be easy for me to maintain and scale the application. So that is why I chose that folder structure. So now the entire authentication is complete for my application. So my next target is to build a dashboard, and I think for today I'll keep it this much, and in the next video I'll start building on the dashboard. So if you are interested in seeing my journey of developing the SaaS, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.